I know. I'm very late to the party on this one, but let's take a look. Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the recently announced Hot Toys 1/6 scale Shin Hati from the Star Wars Disney Plus TV show Ahsoka. Did I like this show? No. Am I going to get this? No. Does it look incredible? Yes, yes, and yes. Every single prototype, every single figure that they've announced, even though they're in a prototype stage from the Ahsoka TV show, if you look at them objectively, they look incredible. Head sculpts, outfits, accessories, body proportion, it just looks fantastic. So this is no different. Baylan and Shin, two of the strongest parts of the show in my opinion. This looks great, and I don't know which one looks better. I think a lot of people from what I've heard think Baylan looks better. I'm nearly inclined to think that this looks better. First off, the first thing I want to look at is the price. This is $280 and due to ship sometime between Q1 and 2 of 2025. So that's $280. Baylan, I believe, was $285. This, just first impressions, the sculpt, the hair, I know it's sculpted hair. She had a very, very unique haircut, very distinctive. I don't think rooted hair would have worked well, or actually let's rephrase that, Hot Toys rooted hair, even if it's lamb's wool or whatever kind of stuff they're making it these days, I don't think they're going to be able to hit the mark on this. I think it would end up looking like maybe a slightly improved Infinity War Black Widow. Okay, I said it. I've yet to see some rooted hair from Hot Toys that looks incredible. Hopefully their artisan line nails it for like the Joker and their Anakin, stuff like that, and improves. But from now I have yet to see a Hot Toys rooted hair figure that looks good. But they're excellent at sculpted hair, and this could have looked like a chunk of plastic, and I know it's plastic and stuff like that, but I think the prototype, what I'm seeing here, they've done a pretty good job. I think the sculpt looks like the actress. You got the little Padawan braid. I keep saying Padawans, but these are kind of dark side figures herself and Baylan. They're not Jedi. I don't think they're quite Sith. Maybe they're somewhere in between, I don't know, but they're leaning towards the dark side, I'm guessing. I'm not sure if they actually are technically Sith, but look, if you're a bigger nerd than me and you know the answer to that question, please let me know in the comment section down below. So this looks good. I just want to take a look at everything that she comes with. Right, so separate rolling eyeballs, detailed costume with meticulous fabric selection. Please stop doing that. Stop showing the boots. They have the boots here. Stop showing the boots in the accessory section. And now they're kind of, if you've noticed recently, they started off with the boots and now they're showing the gauntlets and the shoulder pads. That, I thought this was supposed to be for the accessories and the features like the separate rolling eyeballs function, or their, albeit terrible, USB powered lightsabers, but they're USB powered lightsabers and everything. But anyway, side note, separate rolling eyeballs function, I think that's incredible because it adds more expression to the pose. It increases the different type of poses that you can look in and the kind of emotions and expression the character's face, and therefore increases the realism. Detailed costume with meticulous fabric selection. Just be very clear, what I mean by that is just tell us what it's made from. We don't want to hear pleather, because if it's pleather, it's going to peel over time depending on the environment that you live in, depending on the humidity or the fluctuating temperatures, how hot or cold it is, whatever. Here in Ireland, we got like this cool temperate climate, so it never really gets too hot, never really gets too cold. And if you kind of have like a climate controlled house with no, we don't have the humidity problem that say like Florida would have, for example. So just tell us what it's made from. Do you know, if it's made from pleather, just tell us it's pleather. At least we'll know then, and we can make a more educated purchase if you're thinking about getting these. USB powered lightsabers, folks, you know where I stand on them. It's a step in the right direction that they're actually using USB and moving away from those tiny batteries, but it's just not there yet. CCFLs are the best lightsabers that I've seen so far. However, I appreciate they're expensive. I appreciate that they, depending on who you get them from, depending on what like different custom artists make them. I get mine from Art 15 Custom. I don't get any kickback from that, but I've had them for a year and I've had no issues. I leave them on 25 or 50%, usually 50%, and I don't have them on if I'm not around, just safety precaution, just in case. Bunch of swap out hands, a very, very forgettable base that I wouldn't use if I was going to get it anyway, and then kind of like some sort of a, I think this is a tracker. I just want to zoom in on this thing she's holding in her hand. I think it's a tracker, and then some sort of a droid as well. Very, very Darth Maul-esque from episode 1. Right, let's take a look at some of these things. So Shin Hati detailed costume with meticulous fabric selection. Just tell us what it's made from. First thing I'm noticing here is the gauntlets, or should I say shoulder pads and bicep and tricep pads, not pads, armor on her left and right side of her body. This looks like the costume designers from Star Wars and Game of Thrones collaborated together, and that's what you get. I think it looks great. It's like a kind of a putting the knight back in Jedi Knight. I know she's not a Jedi, but it's very medieval knight kind of armor. You got the gauntlets as well, kind of Mandalorian-esque in a way. You got this little droid as well. Kind of, I presume, I can't remember what this droid did. It looks like the Seeker droid that Darth Maul had that went searching for Anakin. What else? Just, yeah, the lightsabers. I thought her lightsaber was supposed to be orange. Said the same thing about Balin. This looks more red than orange. I do recommend the CCFL. Just get some from a reliable. Look at the head sculpt here, though. Look at the expression there. That's pretty much what she did. Like, that's when I remember Shin from the show, that's what she did. Sculpted hair, although I think they made the right choice, it does actually look quite plasticky here. A bit more detail wouldn't go astray, especially in the ends of her hair there on the left side of her face. That looks incredible. I just think people were crying out for these. I wasn't one of them because I didn't like the show. I'm getting nothing from this show. There's a pro and con to that. The pro is that I'm going to save a small fortune. The con is that these figures look incredible. Every single prototype that was announced so far from the Ahsoka show, whether it's Balin, Shin, Hera, Chopper, Ahsoka the White, the young Ahsoka, who else you have? Thrawn, the Enoch, the Night Troopers, whatever it's called, all really, really good, really high standard. I think that looks incredible. I gotta say, I think this one looks better than the Balin. You know, I can see why people would want to get this particular sculpt rooted, but I just worry it would turn out like that Infinity War Black Widow. I really like the hood on this as well, the way it sits there. I think that's quite cool. Yeah, like, again, I think this is another win. If that's the pose, I think I'd have her in that pose, and maybe with the hood up or something like that. I just really, really like the look of it, and they look great together. Okay, she didn't really look great there. Her facial expression there loses the likeness a bit, but that's probably just that particular pose and where she has the angle the photo's taken from, and even like the direction the eyes are looking. Where if you look at the previous one, like right there, that looks exactly like the actress. So I think they've done a great job. I think they're really bringing their A game with this Ahsoka line. So yeah. That's all I have to say. So that's the end of this video. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, consider becoming a channel member, and yeah, apart from that, you can follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.